Hi, my name is Ashley, and this is my informative speech. This is my audience.
I'm Steven.
I'm Ernest. Jacob.
Karen.
And I'm Jack.
And here are my notes. What is the most biodiverse country in the world? That's right, it's Australia. Well, you can visit our own piece of Australia this summer at the Wild Australia event at the San Antonio Zoo, which Reader's Digest has named the best zoo in Texas. Today, we will learn about the Australian aviary, the Roo Walkabout, and the main event included in the Summer Down Under. Stay tuned to find out. I have already been to this event 2 times already, and it's only been open 4 days. So you will learn a fun place to take your family and friends this summer. For the first event dealing with Wild Australia, we have the Australian Aviary. Now, this has been here for years, but I feel like it always goes unnoticed. And now with this new event, it is bringing new life to this aviary. So if you haven't taken advantage before, come down and see it to see the different kind of birds that call Australia home. Let's jump to the second feature, the Roo Walkabout. This exhibit is located in the back of the Tiny Tot Nature Spot. In this new experience, you can have an up-close interaction with kangaroos and be able to pet them. This exhibit will open at 10 a.m. daily, and it does cost $10, and you have a $8, and you have a 10-minute time limit, but come on, it is only $8. When are you ever going to get the chance to pet a kangaroo? Now, the moment you have been waiting for, the main event, the return of the koalas. Here is a wax figure of the koala that you can get at the zoo to commemorate your visit. The koalas have returned after over 20 years. We have 2 male koalas on loan from the San Diego Zoo. We have Burra, who is 5 years old, and Warren, who is 3 years old. KSAT's Good Morning San Antonio interviewed Lindsay King, who has been Burr's caretaker since he came out of the pouch. She tells us that this is Burr's 3rd time on loan, so he has already got settled into his new habitat. Very well. Warren is taking a little longer to get settled since this is his first time away from home. She informs us that the koalas sleep 18 to 20 hours a day and that Warren is the more active of the 2. She encourages people to come right at the opening hours of the zoo to see them when they are awake and more active. When I visited the zoo May 27th, I was able to talk to Christian, who is an exhibit interpreter, and I got to ask him a few things about the koalas. I had asked him why they are indoors since previously the koalas that were here before had an outside habitat. He told me that they are inside because they don't want to stress them out and have them get used to new temperatures and higher humidities than they are used to in San Diego. He also told me how their caretakers have come down here to help soothe their transition. They give them daily weigh-ins and watch them very closely to make sure they are acclimating to their habitat. Christian also told me that they're in separate rooms because they do not like each other. They are both male, so they are very territorial. They will also actually rub their scent on their trees to mark their territory. He also told me how in the wild, koalas will eat 30 different types of eucalyptus. This is all that they eat, but it's very toxic to them, so they cannot eat much of it or they start to get sick. It also doesn't give them much energy, which is why they sleep 18 to 20 hours a day. There is usually a zoo employee outside of these exhibits, so you can always find fun information for yourself. Okay. Now I would like to show you a few pictures from my visit. Here's a great photo opportunity right when you go in the entrance of the zoo. These are actually my 2 children, so you can have a fun picture to remember your visit by. Here is the Australian aviary, so you can see the habitat all the different birds are in. Across from that, there's some more Australian animals you can learn about. Is the tree kangaroo, the kangaroo, and an emu. This is me at the Roo Walkabout, so it wasn't open, so I wasn't able to go in. But as you can see, you would be able to go in this enclosure with be surrounded by all of these kangaroos. It would be super cool. This is Warren. When I went there May 27th, got there at 8 a.m. right when they opened, and yes, he was awake. So it was very exciting to get to see them actually up. Because when I had gone my first time, they were both asleep. When you're walking around, you can read facts about koalas, see different signs and settings of Australia. It's just a really cool experience. And this perfect photo opportunity that is super cool, and you'll remember it forever. Okay, that's it. So, in conclusion, today we learned about the Wild Australia event at the San Antonio Zoo. We learned about the Australian aviary, the Roo Walkabout, and the return of the koalas. I found this quote on May 26th from Tim Morrow, who is the CEO of San Antonio Zoo, on their Facebook page. This is an incredibly creative way to educate the community about animals and a part of the world that they may never be able to visit. So, if you decide to visit the San Antonio Zoo this summer, I know you will have a wonderful time. Thank you.